Hey everybody, I'm about to start on a new project. It's actually going to be a birthday gift for my BFF slash coworker. I usually always make her something special for birthday and for Christmas. So I really had no idea what to make her this year, but I looked in my little box or cube of things to alter and just stuff that I have left over because I did destash a lot. I actually have another container of like wooden things, but I knew what was in there, so I thought I would hit this because I haven't touched it in so long. And this came up, which actually I recently put in that box, but this is from the Dollar Tree, and I thought, you know what, I was going to use this for myself, alter it and just keep it around to put little things inside. But I decided I think I'm going to just alter this and turn it into a hanging decorative piece for her. So yeah, so then I pulled out some other things that I had that I could like tuck in here and kind of use this as a like a shadow box type of thing or a configuration box. But I had this giant tassel here that I thought would be cool to put in the hole and then hang it and then just work on it. She loves vintage, so it's not going to be shabby chic. It's going to be mixture, I think. But I don't know if I can tuck this in here, but I thought I would do something like that because she likes this kind of style. And I broke out this little tea light or candle set. They do come apart, the plate and the cup, so that maybe I could put on here somehow. And then I have these little tins. She likes like kitchen decor, so, and then I have like some of these chess pieces, which I thought would be fun. I don't know, we'll see. I took out some birds. So I wanted you to see the before, which is just a Dollar Tree muffin tin. And it has a hole here and here. And I was going to do it this way, but I think I'm going to do it this way so I can hang the thing from here. And sorry about that noise. Alright, so I'll be back with another step. Alright, so now I'm here with a painted muffin tin. And I love the way it came out. I think hopefully this is sealed because I used this folk art home decor chalk paint, and it's called Bavarian. I have found it on clearance at Joann's. It's a really good thick paint. I only had to use 2 coats of this. I didn't have to gesso first. So it came out really cool. And then I used some rub and buff in this like copper color. I just did it with my hands, with my fingers, just to give it a vintage look. I even did the back because you will see the sides when it's hanging from the wall. So I think that'll be cool. Give it a bit more vintage look. Alright, so I'll be back. Well, here is my finished product. And oh yeah, that's just paint. So I don't know if I did show you this giant tassel. I think I did. Yeah. So it's quite long with the tassel and the hanger that I used. And I just use a wired ribbon through that hole that I showed you. I use the same ribbon to make a bow to kind of cover this little area here where this, string is. I absolutely love how it came out, and let me just start showing you. So I went into my stash of things that I haven't touched in forever. Like I have a few of these little, they're terracotta angels, but I just went with that paint and dabbed it on thick. And I used 2 tins here. There's one oblong one and one round one that was given to me a while ago in a swap or a rack, I don't remember. A little birdie. I haven't used birds in a while, and he kind of stands out because he's a very light pale blue, but it still works. Instead of using gesso like I normally do to dab on, I used the same paint, so I did the same thing on the bird. This is a velvet ribbon I had, and I just made a bow, and then I just did a lot of layers. Like there's doilies in here, there's lace under there that you can barely see. I pulled some threads or string of burlap, made kind of like a bird's nest. I did add some beads here and there, some trim that has some beads, and then some metal pieces that I rarely ever use. It says captures life moments, and I believe both of those are Tim Holtz if I'm not mistaken. Broke out my flowers that I hoard, usually the Prima, and I think there was a couple. The smaller ones might be Recollections, I don't know, but I believe that's Prima as well. So I just used some, to me, that looks more like vintage colors. That was a candle, and I did use the plate and I covered a hole, but I first put some doilies under there, burlap. I used burlap up here, some trim, some wine cork I had in my stash that I hadn't used in a while, a metal flower, and then a chipboard piece or a wood piece. I don't know, it's not really wood, but I forgot where I got that from, but it's a dress form. And then I put some trim behind that. I mostly put it to protect this leg that almost broke off because it was just hanging out. So at least this way it won't rip off. It's stuck to the lace. And then I made a little cluster of metals here. This piece is one. It has the gears on it. It's a clock. There's another one, and then this arrow. I actually made this flower a while ago, crocheted flower. Then I put a half-back pearl. And there's some burlap under there. And then over here, a couple of Tim Holtz wings, and then a heart made of, not fondant, but it's something like that. It's that super hard sugar. So you really can't wet it, but if you let it stay dry, nothing will happen. You won't get bugs or anything. I just dabbed on lightly the paint and let it dry on its own. I didn't want to heat it up. It's another bead, and then some more crochet doily, a little wedding applique here. Just some more beads. There's a butterfly peeking from under there. And that's pretty much it. I just love the way it came out, and I had to stop myself because it's really heavy. I was just going to keep on going, but I didn't want to completely cover up the look. You know, I didn't want to cover the entire tin because I want you to see that it is a tin. And the side I left like that. So, love how that came out. Yeah, so hopefully she'll like it. I'm sure she will. Now I have to work on her card, which I want to try to do one of those, it's kind of like an explosion card or an explosion box. It comes out flat when you give it to the person, and then when you open it up, it looks like a box with stuff popping out of it. So I wanted to try that because I do have a file for my silhouette to cut one of those. So we'll see if I can do that or not. But that's my next project. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.